So happy to be back on my YouTube channel. I'm going to I'm going to do a video about some mistakes I made in my Hobonichis, and I'm going to show you what I've got going on the cousin, the mega, and the weeks, and show you the mistakes, how I'm fixing it, and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoy. All right, so here is my mega. This I'm using for budgeting, and what you've seen in previous videos. Well, I was showing someone how to use a Cocoa Daisy kit in their, how to use it in the Hobonichi. So funny thing is, when I had done that, I had messed up this portion of it. So this should have gone up here. And so it was like, I had no business telling people how to do things when I totally messed up. Not that there's a wrong way, but ideally those two were meant to go here. And then this one had another one that matched here. So I totally messed that up, which was funny enough on itself. Then, because I did this while filming, I was going in and doing my dates. Well, I noticed 2 weeks ago that this one didn't have any of the date dots on it, like the actual dates. So see, here's the stickers, and I didn't have any stickers. So I was like, what the heck happened? Then I turned the page, and this started the 17th. So the stickers are supposed to go here, went here. So I wrote over them because I thought that I was off a week. So I wrote over them. Then to come find out I was so off a week that I had the stickers being laid down that were like the 1st to the 7th. I mean, it was bad. Anyways, it was so bad. So I ripped this apart so much that the page is like barely there. So I found a strip that covers the dates, added the dates, and fixed January, because my February had one too that was way into it. So it was an absolute disaster, to say the least. But I did just write in the dates here. When I got to there, I wrote over the stickers. It's not pretty for this week, so it's not pretty, but it is what it is. This is my budget planner, so it really is more for me. You can see the back of this page over here is so messed up. But I moved on, and I think if I can impart any wisdom when you mess up, is just make it work for you that week and then move on. You're never going to look at it again. When you do your big flip throughs, that one little page or mess up, you're probably not even going to notice within a year. So that's my wisdom to you. However, in all that wisdom, it created a problem because this was already laid down, but I got my new my February kit. And so February is already short. We only have 4 weeks. And so I didn't want to only have a few weeks of this kit. So I decided that I would just use random kits in this book for the next few weeks. So I have the 7th, the 9th, and that's all I did. So I'll fill the rest. But then I was like, oh, but this January sticker, there's going to be a February one. Sorry, there's a January sticker. There'll be a February one. I'm going to miss it. What am I going to do? And I thought, I don't have the months done, so I can still do my month in here and then use this February sticker to mark where my February weeks start. So I'm going to still continue that. I also had thought about discontinuing using Cocoa Daisy. They are so cute. Love the product, but I almost feel like I'm not using it enough to quantify. I mean, this whole kit is like $25, including shipping. I think it's like 24. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like $3 a sheet. Totally worth it, but I just felt like I wasn't using enough. And I want to be really mindful of what I'm using. So, but then I start thinking, oh my gosh, I won't have any more of these things. Do I cut this off? Like, it was a whole process. So I decided to leave it at this point. And I will continue using Cocoa Daisy because, again, when I saw this kit, just the gorgeousness of the colors, all of that, it's just too pretty to pass up. So for now, I'm keeping it. And we'll see how that all goes with everything. So we're going to start with this. So in here, I'm doing the month. And then I'll switch over to my other my other weeks, and I'll do the weekly setup with you guys. Hopefully this won't be too bad. It's not the best setup filming wise, so if I'm not blocking too much of the light, but for now it's the best I could do with what I have at the moment, and then I'll fix it coming in the next few weeks here. So February is we're going. We're going to go for it. I'm going to try to set this up while talking, which apparently I'm not very good at, because if you saw last month, I did a few things wrong or not how they were intended. I won't say wrong because you can use these in any way you want. So I'm trying to cover up the black here. I hate long stickers, especially like I want to make sure they're straight, but then with Cocoa Days you have to be careful that they don't like pucker in between. But I know that's an issue I've had before in this. So February, we are hopefully in February. Yes, January's there. I should be making sure after my fiasco. So last month I had done these stickers that were meant for other areas. And so this month I'm going to remember to put these down because I do like to write down what I've got going on this month. I still end up using goals. I kind of am bummed about the checklists that I'm not able to use, but I do like this month. And I do it on this page so that it's easier for me to write. This page right now, since it's not very even, is harder to write on. So I find it more useful to use the more open box here because I write, like, I'll write my 4 goals. Each month I've had some goals that I'm working on, and then that one, and then this month. So that will be fun. I kind of looked ahead before I got on video to see how this works so that, again, I don't have massive issues. I do see some dividers there, so okay. First off, let's start with what I know, which is the days of the week. These are so thin, you guys. They're not like too hard to maneuver, but they are very, very thin. And while the stickers do come up, you still have to be pretty careful with them so that they don't rip the pages, or like these are so dang tiny, I don't want to end up ripping them, the strips here. So they are a little hard to put down. But I prefer these strips like this versus like the individual days of the week. I've been doing that in my cousin, and man, that can get really daunting very quickly to have to add all of the date dots if you want to cover up your colors. So loving the February color scheme. Really pretty. Kind of reminds me of another theme they had done, not sure when, but it just looks familiar to me. So I don't know if it's similar colors from another kit or what. And again, I'm making sure that I have the right dates down here. I do not want to mess this up. But I was kind of glad that I messed it up because I just feel so many of us get stuck in having the perfect planner, making it look good, and in the grand scheme of things, you're fretting about a page that you will probably not look at after this month. It's harder if you mess up a monthly, obviously, because you do have to kind of look at it each month. But for the weekly aspect, it's not that big of a deal. And my goal in all of this, A, is to use them, and B, to be able to do that flip at the end of the year where it's all filled out. I had a video, I think last week or something, or maybe it was Instagram, where I talked about, kind of showed what I did on a page I missed. I had missed some, I was Christmas break, so I'd missed some days, and I went back on how to fill that out so that you still feel like you, filled it out. No one's going to know that everything I wrote didn't happen at that exact moment. Again, no one's reading these ever again, probably, except myself, and I'm not going to remember, so I'm not going to be like, that's not what I did that day. So give yourself some grace, for sure, and not get so caught up in the details of it all. Again, my simple goals for this year with the Hobonichis was to use my planners. I am kind of getting tired of the whole buying planners, not using them, because I'm trying to get that perfect feel and look, and then I just am throwing money down the drain. Didn't want to do that this year, so been very much focused on using it. And so it's not pretty. I don't love my handwriting. I'm not doing sticker kits all the time because my other planner, as you can see, is pretty thick already for the few weeks I've used it, and so I didn't want to be overly thick in my planner. So definitely not buying kits every week because it's also an expensive habit to keep up with. And this way, I can try out different shops. That was the other reason I was thinking about stopping Cocoa Daisy, is because I've just found some really beautiful kits with other shops. And I felt like, am I putting all, am I wanting to check out more? Would I check out more shops if I didn't have a subscription coming? But I decided for now to keep it. And the fact is, because I have my Daisy weeks that I'm doing my health tracking in, I'm not getting kits for, so I have room to play around with other kits and shops. So let me get this little 28th down here. I just love the color schemes. It's so much fun. For this is my financial one. I do write down all my bills. Let's see. December I did pretty good. January I kind of filled it with more stickers and kind of came in after the fact with some bills, but didn't keep up with it pretty regularly. So hopefully February will be the month to get back on track. Pre-writing all my bills out. It helps if I can get my planner done in advance. So these I kind of looked at, and I feel like they will go down here. There is one on this one that I wanted to see what it looked like, to see maybe where it connects. Maybe there. This doesn't really connect, but that is really the only option for what can go here. So let me wait for, so sticky. They do have these here if you want to cover the dates. I wanted to see if they had a little one for the first. They don't. So I will take, I'm going to take this one and put it, so it does look like it should have something, but it doesn't that I'm seeing. You probably are like, it's right there. So I have the 28th, but if I do this, it won't be big enough, which is that going to drive me nuts? Let's see. First, these longer ones. I have this, and none really cover the whole 4 days, so that's why it's confusing to me where these will go if you want to use them. I know you don't have to use them all. So it's longer than that, so it's like this one again goes here. And then I do feel like there's, so it totally covers it. So we'll use this to cover the whole bottom here. And then I am going to use this as well for this space here. I'm going to have them not touch since they're not a perfect match, but I like that all the spaces in the calendar are covered. That's more of a issue for me than having them perfectly match. We'll fill this hole up here. I don't like blank spaces. I don't know if it's my scrapbooking days coming back to haunt me, but the blank pieces I just don't like. So I do, since I don't need this for, it's just bill tracking, so I may not have something to write per se on Valentine's Day, I thought I would use the cute sticker here. I can't remember when Valentine's Day is, or if that's what you celebrate on Valentine's Day. If you don't have a spouse or significant other, I don't remember. So I'm going to leave that for a minute. I'll have to look that one up to remind myself what it is. So let's see here. Got so much floral going on. I think I will break some of that up with this cute little box here. And then what I am going to do, and hopefully I have some tools with me because I did not bring everything. I'm going to cover that up there. Oops. Use my wild ID card here. I don't think I need something that strong. So there we go. I'll put that back. So bringing in some of that I didn't have. So this is probably the layout I will leave. Again, they have another box here, the Galentine's Day, and some little boxes here as well. I might use those to add some bills in, or paydays or something to that effect, but that's probably how I'll leave it. You can see I went in December, I kind of left it pretty blank, and then in January I went over the top with all the bugs because they were so cute. But for February, there isn't a lot of ephemera on these two. I do have the hearts, which I am probably going to signal as payday because I think that'd be a really cute way to signal my payday, and I might put the money signs in them as well so I remember what that's for, but I might just use them. They are on the bigger side, so versus the little money signs there. And then here is my February that I will use on this planner. The reason I don't have any labels besides these Avery ones is my fear of, oh my gosh, my fear of getting labels down that are not going to work. So again, this is when February starts, but I had all the January laid up. So this is my disaster that it is. So let's see, how do I have January? January starts there. So it does start there. So I think I'm going to do February on this page. And I will just kind of line it up like so. So it ends up being right about there. And let's see how hard or easy this is going to be. I felt like last month was not that bad, but I just panic because these are so permanent for sure. Okay, so looks pretty cute. It's a little higher, but if you stretch that paper out, you don't totally notice. But again, that is why I cannot do these little tabs for the most part. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to do in my budget. I'll come back in off camera and fill out all my paydays and all of my bills upcoming. And this is kind of what's left of those. Again, I will probably add the hearts for payday. Other than that, I really probably won't use much of this. These things I could use, I'll use again somewhere else in my planners, but just not in this guy because that is all I'm doing. All right, so for my weeks, I had pre-done my months with a bunch of Erin Condren stickers. So when I'd messed it up, I thought, oh, I'll put all the Cocoa Daisy, but I forgot. I've already got February done. I've got all my months done using extra washi Erin Condren stickers, just a bunch of stuff I had around. So February wouldn't work for that. However, I am doing miscellaneous kits. So this is so far what I've got. I've gotten just straight pen. I've gotten pen again and some little stuff. This is the week I missed that I talked about. So I added a bunch of stickers in and journaled some. Again, pretty plain week with some sticker kits. Here is some extra Cocoa Daisy, I think from like a long time ago. Throw those in. Then last week I did pick up a kit that I got on a, it had this mess up right here. So it was in one of those kits you get mistake things. So that was really pretty. I actually like that. And then last week just added some washi at the bottom. And then this week I had this cute wintry kit. And so I started using that. So I will start the February ones in this planner. I had gone and added all these stickers. So I will obviously be covering those up, but I'm not too worried about that. I might try to peel them off too if they will come. So each week you get these, which again, these are a little bit harder because they come individually. So you have to manually kind of do each one. Then you have these header stickers that go at the top with the month. And then you have these that go at the bottom, and there is a matching one. And then again, the tracker goes at the top. So because they're so pretty, I will use them whether I use that tracker or not. This is my health journal, and I'm tracking 4 or 5 things. When I use this in my money planner, it was a daily check-in to make sure I was going into it every day. So I will probably add that as just a daily check-in, like, hey, I was here today, and go from there. So let's see. They all match, so that's kind of fun. I don't know if they go in order, but I like the Hello February to start first. So whether it was supposed to, and sorry about my nails, they're atrocious. It's a work in progress. I was trying to take off my nail polish by myself, and that is like too much for me to handle because they're gel, so that does not come off. I've tried so many different tricks, but it did not work. So I'm basically going to go to a salon and just pay them like $5, I think is what they charge to remove it. And then I am trying some you do it yourself kind of kits. I wanted to try those out, see if they're worth it because it's so expensive to get your nails done. And I'm trying to be mindful of money. Now that we've paid off some debt, it's kind of funny. I am so cheap. Before, when I was up to my eyeballs in debt, I was like, oh, sure, I'll spend money here and there. And I didn't care. But now that it's gone, it's like super vigilant about not adding to it. So I children in the background, sorry. So this, I just want to make sure that I'm going into, I'm not going to put the date dots down because I feel like that is such a waste of your guys' time to sit here and watch. The one thing Cocoa Daisy does, which is kind of interesting, they have weekend stickers. So if you prefer to do the weekend versus the individual, I tend to want to do the individual. But just to show you what these look like, if you haven't seen before, they just stick here, and then they have the stickers in the background. So this would be the 31st, because this is next week. I can't believe it's already February. January seemed to go by very fast. So that is how that looks, and you just go down. So again, won't do that for the most part. But this is super cute. I do section out the areas. I first started by actually drawing the lines, which I do like. I will probably go back to that. I've just been in a hurry lately, so I'm just writing because I know where I'm writing things. So that is kind of how that works. And they do have boxes, which I do not use. However, I have been using some of the other kits. I noticed, like this one had 7, so I used all 7 in this particular kit. Another kit had, and maybe I did it, oh, here, I just did 3 or 4. So I think they have 3 or 4. So I'll probably do something like that to break up the monotony, or I can use them as a way, but the ones with the kind of the trackers doesn't really work for me. So, and then they do have some tracker, date night, birthday, nail appointment, doctor appointment, all of those kind of appointments, things like that that you can use. And then some cute ephemera down here. These are just strictly all the dates, and then your normal icons, and then some beautiful, gorgeous flowers, which I've been keeping these in the front of my book, trying to remember more so that as I go back a week, if I had any openings, like this is kind of open to me, again, that scrapbooking days of no blank spots, I could always come back and add a beautiful sticker. Hopefully my children yelling in the background are not horribly too loud for you all. So, again, because I started, I want to see. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can do all 4 weeks. There's 5 weeks, but I feel like because, again, this starts in March, to me, this is March. So I won't be using them all. Again, I probably will go back to my mega weeks and put one of these weekly things in there for February since I have the extra one. So I do love this flower one. That is what I want to use next. Isn't that beautiful? All the little flowers. All right. This thing is going to be so full. I'm excited about it. I'm already thinking next year, like, what's my next year planners? I don't know why, because hello, it's January. But so far I'm loving Cocoa Daisy. Oh my gosh. I am loving the Hobonichi planners. I don't know why. I write huge. I thought that would be a problem. However, it does not seem to be affecting me. I'm assuming this is the one that matches. Again, no real wrong way here. Do it looks good to you, do it works. That's the important thing, is we use our planners, not, make them look pretty for 10 people to see on Instagram, or 100 people, or thousands, whatever it is, just making sure it works for you. All right, so again, super cute. These colors are just so beautiful. And then it kind of starts offsetting, which is nice, so you don't use the same colors each week. So you can see here they're kind of off a day, so that's kind of cool for that. Showing you some more of those. It does have menu plan groceries. Again, I use this for note taking, and I do a weekly weigh-in. But on that, I don't use, again, that's my, I just need headers and footers is what I need, and the dates to do today. I'll use those on my cousin, so it's not like they're totally going to waste. These are gorgeous. I did use them one week and made my own tracker, but those are really pretty. I do like those for sure. And then this is Valentine's week. I don't know if there was one over lovey-dovey here. So there's 2 different ones. Thinking there's a Helen Keller quote and a Robert Morley. I don't know who Robert Morley is, but I don't know. Oh, well, since these are both Valentine's Day, let me go back to this one. Or so I can use one in here and one in here. So perfect. I will end up using this one for the week of Valentine's Day in this book, The Joys of Having Mini Planners. So if you want another reason to do multiple planners, is there's more sticker fun. And then, now before I mess this up, focus, Stacy, focus. This one. All right. This is, grew up playing stickers, and now here I am as an adult stickering because it's fun. All right, so now I got to figure out what world. I'm assuming this pink one goes because of the splashes of pink on this side. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Clearly didn't shut my door all the way, so I can hear the pitter-patter of little feet. So you can see how it kind of puckered there a little bit. So again, you can mostly pull these off, which is the beauty of that, of Cocoa Daisy, that they do allow that. But we shall see. Oh my gosh, the children. Loud as can be. So pretty. So I am glad that I have the multiples so I can do the weeks. I will now use this last one here because, again, going into next week, I will do March. Today is my son's birthday, so he is amped up on sugar, I believe, from his birthday party. We decided to do a park today because it was supposed to be $50, because I'm not paying like $300 to take a bunch of kids to a bounce house or something. That's, a trampoline park. That's kind of what we do in winter in our area when you have a birthday party, but I'm not paying $300 to $400 for that. So we thought, it's going to be $50 today. We'll go to the park. Turns out fog rolled in last night. Literally the high of the day was 27. So he had 4 kids show up to his party, and we were there a good hour, and then they were totally frozen. So we're like, hey, we'll do our cupcakes and cookies and then send everybody home because it was so cold. But the important thing is he still had a blast and didn't even notice that, we left early or something to that effect. So before I forget, I'm coming here on February 14th to go ahead. I'm so panicked about missing pages now. And add these in here for this last week. Otherwise, I will forget. And I really want to make sure I use all of this. Put that down crooked. These pages are just strictly amazing with how much wear they take without being destroyed, and pretty impressive. I hear there's a shortage. I don't know how long they will have this paper, and that was maybe why I was thinking maybe I should find a different planner next year, because if I do 2 or 3 years in this, I might be like heartbroken to have to leave it. And of course, what I love most about the sticker kits that work out this way is the BAM. No stickers. I can't throw a sticker sheet away that has one stupid sticker on it that I'm never going to use. So what's funny is I get one of those reusable sticker books, I put it in there, I'm never going to look at that sticker book again, but I just need to learn to toss things. I don't know. Who else is with me and cannot get rid of sticker sheets? Oh my goodness. So back to that one, the months. And then here with some of the weeks, I will finish up doing all of the dates and doing my lines. And then if you want to follow me over on Instagram under Defined Spaces, I do show more of my daily layouts over there. And different things as I go through. But we're halfway through this week. Next week starts February. And look at that beautifulness, you guys. Anyways, let me know who's using Cocoa Daisy. Let me know your favorite sticker kits for the Hobonichis. And I will see you soon.